So we've made it to Stone Mountain, Georgia. Is that where we're at?
Sure, yeah.
I think that's where we're at. For Jazz on the Green. So we're here. Tristan don't go on till like 7:30. It is super hot out here, like so hot. We actually were already here and we left because I need to use the bathroom and I ain't about that porta potty life. No, I'll either hold it or go somewhere else. So we're just coming back from Wendy's so I can use the bathroom and I got me some food of course because I was hungry. So yeah, we're probably gonna just sit in the car though because it's so hot and there's no like covering unless you brought like your own tent or whatever. But we'll, right, the umbrella we had, it still was like hot, like just standing outside for like 5 minutes, it was like, oh my gosh. So make sure you don't hit the cone. Oh my gosh. Just do it. You totally did it. You know you did it. You know you did it. That's not a spot. So while you're doing this, while you were at church and I was home, I just happened to stumble upon the Breakfast Club interview with Waka Flocka and Tammy. And you know, they were just talking about how like they're back together or whatever. And they were asking them questions. And first of all, I didn't even know Charlamagne was married with 2 kids. Did you?
The radio host?
Yeah, from Mouse Corner. Yeah, he's totally married.
He's from Mouse Corner?
Yeah. Get your life. You didn't know?
No, I did not.
Charlamagne is from Mouse Corner, man.
What high school did he go to?
I don't know. I just know he's from Mouse Corner.
Like,
they were talking about, you know, they were asking Waka, like, why, what'd you do? Of course, he cheated, and Tammy left, and him and the other guy, they both are married with kids, and it was just like, they were like, you know, that's why you need that good woman, because good men gonna mess up. No, if you're good, you're not gonna, like, you messed up, but not on that. Like, it was just like, they were making it acceptable of like, hey, good men mess up. Okay, but to what extent? And so even Tammy was like, you know, clearly, apparently, you know, he had cheated other times. And she was like, even her daughter was like, you always forgive him. So, and she, even when her daughter said that, she was like, oh no, because I can't teach you to accept every and anything. So she moved out and everything like that. And so Waka, like, he was explaining, but part of it really didn't make sense. Like, you know, I'm 30 years old and so I can't be, like, it just, basically it set in, Ish got real when he realized, yo, the woman that hold me down, like, she's gone and I can't be still running around trying to catch chicks at the club or whatever. But like, why you didn't already know that? Why I gotta take you leaving? Like, you made vows. So I don't understand how that already wasn't something you know. And that just brought back to even like Devon Franklin. He was talking about that. He was like, you know, men make that excuse so much that even women are like, yeah, that's just how men are. No.
Men cheat, so
like, you some kind of deranged animal that can't think for yourself. Like, that's so, no, negative. And I was just like, I'm so glad that I have Tristan, because like, you can't tell me that every man does not cheat. And then also they were like, because Tammy was pointing out, she was like, but let me have gone out and cheated with someone, then y'all are hurt and y'all don't want to take nobody back or whatever. And then that brought up the whole thing of, because men, it's just straight physical. Man, don't give me that bull. It could be straight physical with a woman as well. We don't just walk around catching feelings.
That's true.
And so it just, that's why our men get such a bad rap, because the majority of y'all sound like that. I'm just a man and you know, we make mistakes, but I'm supposed to hold you down. But I can't make a mistake though, because if I make a mistake, no, you're gonna find somebody else, and that's bull. And so I was just like, I guess they were saying, you know, do you take her back or whatever? I mean, yeah, y'all married now, but he been doing this before y'all been married. I mean, I don't have any views of whether she should be with him or not. Like, hey, that's your life, that's your husband, do what you do. I'm just saying, don't make it some excuse of men are men. Like, that's bull.
Yeah, there's definitely a double standard. I mean, even as a guy, I see it, everywhere. With people that I work with, or I associate with or talk to, and make it seem as though it's okay, to step out, like it's completely normal. It's just what we do. And I guess because it's been so rehearsed for so long, people just buy into it, men and the women, and make it seem like it's a normal part of behavior. And that's not normal. That's not acceptable. I mean, I don't think it's hard to stay at home with the woman.
If you with the one that the thing, instead of settling or be like, oh, this is a good girl, she could cook for me or whatever, actually be with someone that you enjoy. Like, but they'll also go back like, oh, that's my best friend. Well, that's how you treat your friends.
Right.
That's how you treat your friends. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
I think I really like. You have to like, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Why are you faithful? Why are you so faithful? Why are you not like that? Or why don't you have that mentality of...
I mean, I have a different perception when it comes to relationships.
And you have Jesus. I mean, I'm really starting to think, is that the difference? Is that what separates?
I don't want to say I have Jesus, because I know plenty of guys who quote unquote have Jesus.
No, we talking about really have Jesus. We talking about play on the side, like I got Jesus on Sunday.
So I mean, but I can't judge everybody's level of spirituality or relationship with God.
Well, no, I'm not saying to judge them. I'm just saying I find it like there are men who can be faithful, and the ones that seem like they are, those are ones who have, like, I don't know, an actual personal relationship with God, an actual relationship.
Yeah, totally. I feel like, to fully understand your role in a relationship and what that means and the weight and the responsibility. Okay. It's so clear. That level of responsibility. You have to first understand how God views relationships and how God views covenants.
Did you just get me? Oh, I'm about to say, where the bacon at, man?
So ungrateful. Yeah, it's food. It's food. But no, you have to have a godly perspective when it comes to relationships. You have to understand. Oh, I'm sorry. You have to understand how God views relationships and how God views a man and woman being together. When you understand, when you first understand that, then it makes everything else fall in line. When the Bible says that the man is supposed to men love your wives as Christ loved the church, that he's willing to die for her, and it's at that level of dedication and sacrifice, not just physically, but also just being devoted to your wife enough to where you would lay down not just your physical life, but your desires, your personal viewpoints, things that you may want for the betterment of your wife or of your bride, the same way Christ did. Because I'm pretty sure that Christ did not want to go through crucifixion and that whole process of being physically broken like that, but he did because he loved his bride so much. And I feel like it's that place of like devotion and sacrifice that a man should have as far as like perspective when it comes to being with a woman. And first off, I get in a relationship with you with the mindset of I can to be married, pretty much. At the end of the day, you're girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, whatever. The goal is to be married, and so the goal is not necessarily to develop that sacrificial mindset, after you said I do. But
maybe that's the problem, because not a lot of people think like that. They be like, yo.
Now that I'm married, let me try to.
It's like they're not dating you to like marry you. They're just dating you because you fly or whatever.
Right, and I have to see, if I'm dating you to marry you, and so I already have like that marriage perspective. So that's A, and then on the B side, women aren't. The Bible doesn't say women also love your husband. It says honor them, and I feel sometimes women aren't necessarily honoring. I'm not saying that's the case all the time, because it's the majority of the time it's not, but it's a two-way street. Like if a man feels a certain level of honor, I don't want to say adoration, but appreciation, he'll be more inclined to sacrifice and be there for his wife, for his girl. I'm not sure if this culture today tries to, to teach that to our women, the same way that I know for a fact that our culture does not teach our men to be sacrificial in any way, shape, or form. It's about me, I. And then gentlemen get into relationships with that perspective, and then women who don't understand that that's the kind of perspective that's been, I don't want to say brainwashed, but taught and patterned into these men, then they get hurt because they're thinking that, well, yeah, he's a nice guy, sure he'd be faithful, all that kind of stuff, when he doesn't even know what that is. And then much less if he doesn't even have a relationship with Christ, so he doesn't really understand what true love and sacrifice really is in the first place.
Yeah, it was just really sad because I was just like, this is a show a lot of people listen to, and they're gonna be, when they hear 3 guys sitting there
who all seem to be successful,
married,
who seem to be successful, yeah,
be like, hey, you gotta be there to hold us down. We gonna make mistakes. No, make a mistake is like buying something without speaking to your wife first, or it's something else other than cheating on her. That's not a mistake. That's
a decision.
Right.
And there should be a certain level of responsibility, and you just don't see that in our culture, especially in terms of the men as a whole.
I think Charlamagne was saying that he has been with his wife. I don't know if they've been married 18 years or just together 18 years altogether, 2 kids. And he's like, I made my mistakes too. Like,
I understand.
That should not be a common thing. Like, you've been cheated on in your relationship? Yeah. You've been cheated on in your relationship? Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
And
that should not be.
It's like a badge of honor. Once again, it all goes down to culture. Like, our culture doesn't view women's sexuality as independent and free and of expression as men's sexuality. So a man could go out and sleep as many
that's
women.
all back to I'm a man.
Yeah,
and that's what they kept saying. It was just pissing me off. I'm a man. See, we men. You wouldn't understand. We different.
If we're gonna view a guy as high-fiving because he conquered a bunch of women, then we shouldn't demonize the women for sleeping with a whole bunch of guys.
No one thinks like that. You are an alien, sweetheart. Like, seriously, guys, he is an alien. Like, I can't even take any credit for how amazing this man is. He came that way. Thank his mom and dad, because I had absolutely nothing to do. But this guy, like, I can leave him. Seriously, I can leave him in a strip club, like with women just try to take his clothes off, and I will not worry at all, because he shows me every day and tells me every day how in love and how much I'm enough, even when I'm not enough to myself. And I've never had that, because trust me, I stumbled upon Tristan. I can't take the credit for anything. I can't take the credit of finding him. I can't take the credit for how awesome he is. Jesus just blessed me with him, because I have had my share of just douchebags. All the guys in the past.
I'm gonna tell your mom to do a douchebag. It's inappropriate language. Comes from a lady. Are you ready to hold this now?
Oh, you can't hold it now?
Oh, okay. I can hold it.
Great. But yeah, he's awesome.
Okay.
And he's very humble and modest. He's awesome. Hopefully, just in these vlogs, you guys will see. I'm giving the disclaimer right now. I am not, the things that you guys see Tristan do for me, I do not tell him to do this before recording. He does this on his own. I could just be sitting down, and I might rub my own feet. He'll be like, you want me to rub your feet? Or just start rubbing my feet. This guy is amazing. And I don't know where he came from. I don't know any other man like him.
But it's all
Jesus.
It's the golden rule. If two people love each other and are committed to doing whatever they can in their power to make the other person happy, then I introduce you to 2 happy people. Because at no point in time would the other person be ever without anything, because the other person would make it their business to be there for them in that capacity. But once again, like I said before, most people are selfish when it comes to relationships. to get relationships.
Yeah. And I think I didn't really understand or notice that until being with you, because seeing how you're so like selfless, like, because sometimes even I'll be like, we all tired and stuff, and then he want to still like run me a bath or rub my feet, and I just be thinking to myself, like, would I do that? If I was him, I'd be like, man, I'm tired. Yeah, put your foot here. Let me just so, like, yeah, I mean, you're very, like, selfish. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just, you just gotta be more like Tristan.
I wouldn't say all that. It's more like Jesus. At the end of the day, it's all points back to Jesus.
Well, Tristan was born like Jesus.
I was not born like Jesus. Far from it.